The speed of light does not add. It doesn't combine with your speed. It's always the same, no matter how fast you're moving. This should break your brain. This is not how speeds work in everyday life. Speeds add. If you're on a train moving at 50 miles per hour and you walk forward at 3 miles per hour, you're moving at 53 miles per hour relative to the ground. But light doesn't do this. Light always moves at the same speed relative to you, no matter how fast you are moving. Why? Einstein realized what was going on, and it's so strange, so contrary to common sense, that even now, over a century later, people struggle to accept it. Time and space are not fixed. They're flexible. They bend and stretch to keep the speed of light constant. When you move faster, time slows down for you. Your clock literally ticks slower, and distances contract. The space in front of you gets compressed. These effects are real. They're not optical illusions. They're not measurement errors. Time actually slows. Space actually contracts. And the amount they change is exactly the right amount to make the speed of light come out the same for everyone. Let me say that again. The universe adjusts time and space, bends them, stretches them, compresses them, to ensure that light always travels at the same speed for everyone. The speed of light is not just a speed, it's a structural constant of the universe. Space and time are arranged in such a way that this speed is the same for everyone. Now here's where it gets even stranger. If you try to accelerate something, anything, to the speed of light, something very weird happens. The closer you get to the speed of light, the harder it becomes to go faster. It's not that you run out of fuel. It's not that your engine isn't strong enough. It's that the object itself resists acceleration more and more. We call this relativistic mass increase. As you go faster, your inertia increases. It becomes harder and harder to push you faster. And as you approach the speed of light, your inertia approaches infinity. To actually reach the speed of light, you would need infinite energy, which is impossible. So nothing with mass can ever reach the speed of light. Not because of some arbitrary rule, not because of engineering limitations, but because the structure of space-time itself prevents it. Light can travel at that speed because photons have no mass, zero. Massless particles can travel at the speed of light. In fact, they must. They have no choice. They're always moving at that speed. But anything with mass, it can get close, very close. 99.9999% of the speed of light, but never quite there. The universe won't let you. Now you might ask, but why? Why is the universe set up this way? Why is there a speed limit at all? And here's the answer that's going to frustrate you. There isn't a deeper why. The speed of light isn't a speed limit imposed on the universe. It's a consequence of how the universe is structured. Space and time are not separate. They're woven together into space-time. And space-time has a geometry, a structure. And that structure has a built-in conversion factor between space and time. That conversion factor is the speed of light. It's not that light is special. It's that space-time has a maximum rate at which cause and effect can propagate. Light happens to travel at that rate because light has no mass. But the rate itself is a property of space-time, not of light. If light didn't exist, the speed limit would still be there. It's a feature of the universe itself. Here's another way to think about it. In everyday life, you think of space and time as separate things. You move through space. Time passes. They're independent. But they're not. You're always moving through space-time at a constant rate. Always. But that motion is divided between space and time. If you're sitting still, all your motion is through time. You're moving into the future at maximum speed, 1 second per second. But if you start moving through space, you have to divert some of that motion away from time. You're now moving through space and time, which means you're moving through time more slowly. The faster you move through space, the slower you move through time. And there's a maximum. If you could move through space at the speed of light, you would have zero motion left for time. Time would stop for you. This is why light doesn't experience time. From a photon's perspective, it's emitted and absorbed in the same instant. No time passes. The universe is frozen. You can't go faster than light because you can't have less than zero motion through time. That's the limit. That's the wall. And here's the beautiful part. This isn't just theoretical. We've tested this over and over and over. Particles in accelerators get accelerated to 99.9999% the speed of light. And guess what? The closer they get, the harder it becomes to accelerate them further, exactly as predicted. GPS satellites have to account for time dilation. They're moving fast and they're in a weaker gravitational field, so time passes differently for them than for us on the ground. If we didn't correct for this, GPS would be off by miles within a day. Muons created in the upper atmosphere by cosmic rays should decay before reaching the ground. Their lifetime is too short. But they're moving close to the speed of light, so time slows down for them. From their perspective, they live long enough to reach the ground. From our perspective, they live longer because they're moving fast. Either way, more muons reach the ground than should, exactly as relativity predicts. It's not speculation, it's measured. The speed of light being a limit is as well tested as anything in physics. So let's bring this all together. Why is the speed of light the limit? Because space-time is structured in a way that has a maximum rate of cause and effect. That rate is the speed of light. Not because light is special, but because space-time itself has this built-in conversion factor between space and time. You can't go faster because going faster would require moving backwards in time, which doesn't make sense. You can't have negative time. You can't undo cause and effect. The speed of light is the speed at which now propagates through the universe. It's the speed at which information can travel. It's the speed at which forces act. It's the maximum rate of change. And this process, this avalanche of discoveries, started with Newton figuring out gravity by watching the moon. Then Roma figuring out the speed of light by watching Jupiter's moons. Then Einstein realizing that the speed of light is constant and deriving relativity from that. Then thousands of experiments confirming it. Each discovery building on the last. Each new insight opening doors to more insights. That's how science works. That's the avalanche that's been going on for 400 years. And we're still avalanching along at high speed at this time. The speed of light isn't just a number. It's the key. It's the thing that unlocks how space and time work. It's the thing that shows us the universe is stranger and more beautiful than we ever imagined. And the fact that we can understand it, that we can measure it, test it, use it to make predictions. That's the beauty of physics. Not comfort, not simplicity, truth.